Okay, what are we doing today? We're doing pretentious food reviewers on YouTube. People that eat $100 tiny plate meals. That's what I call it. $100, $200 tiny plate meals. Pay $100 and you get like a little piece of mashed potato. It all looks like little mashed potato things. This guy fancies himself an Anthony Bourdain type. Everybody's trying to be Anthony Bourdain, and it's like, you're not Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain is rolling in his fucking grave right now with all these people that just tell you how juicy something is. That's all they say. It's so juicy and tender. We did this before in the Disney video, but like, watch these fucking food reviewers on YouTube. Every single one say the same shit. They don't know like how to review food because they don't cook. We'll learn that about James. He don't cook. You want to just see his video? Let's just see what he's... And yeah, I'm in a getup right now because I'm fancy, just like James Andrews. I'm dressing up for the $100 tiny meal plates. Okay, $100 and you get a little piece of leaf on your mashed potatoes. All right, let's see. Eating at Louis Vuitton, the best designer restaurant, NYC. All these designer brands are going out and creating restaurants, and it's just overpriced nonsense food. Like, I guarantee he don't know what real good food tastes like 100%. He's just told it. This costs $100, so it's probably really good. And it's like half of these places, no joke, half of these places you can go get a better steak for like $50 at like a nice steak shop. You know what I mean? Or like, whatever. Anyway, let's just see what he's doing. Let's just check him out.
Louis Vuitton is one of the world's most luxurious fashion brands. Louis Vuitton is one of the world's most luxurious fashion brands. Their New York City flagship store consists of multiple floors showcasing their goods, but it's their restaurant that captured my attention. Le Café Louis Vuitton translates the brand's world of fashion and luxury.
Look at that lonely little carrot right there. How much am I paying for this little tiny carrot? And this piece of fucking chicken, dude? What the fuck? How much is that gonna cost?
Many of their offerings are stamped with iconic Louis Vuitton logos, from the butter, ravioli, and even their mashed potatoes, but it comes with a price, and I had to find out if it was worth it.
There he goes. Okay, so we're gonna see a lot of that, where he eats the food and he goes... And then, spoiler alert, I don't think he has any friends. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. But like, I think his friends are the camera. This is a lonely adventure, and that's fine and stuff like that. And I don't have anything against this guy. We're just pointing and laughing and being like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's a crisp, cool day today here in New York City. Right now I'm in Central Park, but the real excitement comes later when I'll be going for dinner at a designer restaurant. I'll be going to Le Café Louis Vuitton.
So we're just gonna stop it right here. He is at NYC on a bench, just like if somebody walking by, all they see is that.
The changing face of retail these days, designer restaurants are becoming quite the thing, and in New York City at least, there is no place more popular than Louis Vuitton's restaurant. In fact, getting a reservation from the restaurant can be quite a challenge. I got mine almost a full month ago, and it is at the most awkward time, 4:30, which is pretty late for lunch and quite early for dinner.
Yeah, he don't work. I don't think he has a real job, so he just does that. He's like, at 4:30, are you gonna call your job and be like, on this day, I can't be at work. Yeah, I have a reservation at the Louis Vuitton cafe. They'd be like, you're fired. How about that? Get your ass to work. If you had a real job, they'd be like, no. What do? You're gonna go eat $100 chicken?
Nevertheless, I'm just excited to be able to eat at the restaurant. Plus, the food does look really good. It doesn't seem like the restaurant's just...
That doesn't look good. That looks like shit. You kidding me? If you handed me that, I'd be like, yeah, why are there only 4 of these and then a bug in the middle? It looks like a fucking beetle. They just threw a beetle in the middle of like a whole thing of cream. What is that? Can I get the beetle in cream ravioli? He's paying a lot for it. Is it morsel mushrooms? Is that a morsel mushroom? It looks like a morsel. You can go get those for free in the forest. You pay $100 to Louis Vuitton for a morsel mushroom. No, I think that's a bug. $100 bugs. That's what the channel should be called. $100 bugs.
Slapping on the Louis Vuitton logo nonchalantly. It actually seems like they're creating some really good culinary offerings. And speaking about the Louis Vuitton logo, they monogrammed the hell out of their food, which is kind of nice because for most people, the food at the restaurant, even though it's very expensive, is pretty much the most affordable thing in that store.
Yeah, that's why it's they want you to come in to eat the food because you heard it's so good, right? It's probably not. It's probably fine. You know what I mean? But And then they want you to go walk around and look at all the Louis Vuitton bags that are like $6,000, $10,000. You know what I mean?
The company was founded in Paris back in 1854. It started by making trunks and luggage. That sort of travel heritage is one of the reasons why I like the brand, as their history recalls the romanticized era of luxury ocean liners and grand train journeys like the Orient Express, which for me is one of my bucket list travel.
Yeah, this is AI, dog. This is why I accuse them of doing AI. Because like a lot of videos, you know what I mean? People are going to AI to write the script. They insert like, here, do it about this. Here's a little bit of detail that I want in there and blah, blah, blah. And then AI spits it out. I don't think he wrote most of this. It sounds very robotic. Yeah, it's ChatGPT. Yeah, like the comments are like, thank you for the history of this and everything. And then it's like, you didn't know this. You looked this up on the internet and or I think had ChatGPT or Google AI write it for you.
The Orient Express is operated by Belmont, which is a subsidiary of LVMH, the multinational holding company that operates Louis Vuitton. Since its humble beginnings, Louis Vuitton has expanded well beyond from just making trunks. The brand has hundreds of stores across the world and is even in the process of constructing the first Louis Vuitton branded hotel in Paris.
Like, yeah, he don't know that. He didn't know any of that information unless like his dad works for Louis Vuitton. Which, I don't know. He's rich. He definitely grew up rich. Like he's like a 20-something-year-old living in NYC. Like and like doing YouTube videos at going to a Louis Vuitton cafe at 4:30 p.m. Like, yeah, okay. But I mean, he doesn't have any friends, so so maybe just he has the free time. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I was focused on their New York restaurant. I arrived a bit before my reservation.
That looks like the fucking Labyrinth and Hellraiser. Why is everything Hellraiser? Right? Doesn't that look like the fucking lament configuration building in the fucking fourth Hellraiser movie? And at the end of the third one? If you know, you know.
Right outside the restaurant is a small Maxime Frederick chocolate shop. In fact, Frederick was recently crowned as the world's best pastry chef for 2025.
You didn't know that? He's like, Google AI, tell me about this restaurant that just opened, and then he just steals, I think. He just steals the information and puts it in there. Maybe rewrites a little bit. But like, yeah, anyway, I think it's AI.
Once I was settled, I began to look through the menu. Le Café Louis Vuitton features a menu
Oh my
filled
god,
with
hold on.
classic
Let's see this. Crab Louis, $36. What's the other one? What is this? Filet mignon, $55. That's not that crazy. But black bass for $56 is fucking crazy. Oh, you can just get the broccolini by itself for $14 fucking for broccolini. Wow. What did you flavor it with? Fucking stem cells? They give that shit to you on the side. Well, yeah, here's some broccolini. Oh, you can get a $32 waffle. Did you see that? If I pay $32 for a waffle, like it better suck my dick afterwards. Like, really? Are you kidding me? What are they making the waffle with? It's wheat from the fields of Belgium. So, still like $10, $5 for a waffle.
But it seems as though most stick with getting cocktails, as many of the creations are stamped with the Louis Vuitton logo. However, I made a huge mistake. I ordered the wrong cocktail. I chose the Cocopolitan, but what I should have got was the Capucine Twist, which is branded with the Louis Vuitton logo. How the hell am I going to show off to everyone that I was at the Louis Vuitton cafe with my logo-free drink?
Don't worry, they see you walking down the street and they're like, that idiot probably goes to the Louis Vuitton cafe. He's on the bench going like, and they're like, he's probably going to the Louis Vuitton cafe right now. Also, you don't like that drink. It's too bitter. He's a twisted tea guy, I think. He's a closet twisted tea guy. Yep.
I'm just kidding. I could care less about branding, and I'm not a fan of people who brag and show off.
Okay. Your whole channel is bragging and showing off at the expensive restaurants you go to. What, is he trying to like be like the everyman? I don't like when people brag, you know what I mean? But look at the Louis Vuitton logos on all these mashed taters that I paid $100 for.
As that drink seems to have been based off of a Cosmopolitan, which isn't my favorite. Thankfully, that ended up being a happy accident, as I ended up really enjoying that cocktail. The beverage consisted of Belvedere.
That look where he's like, what are you looking at? What's over there? Did the waiter say, hey, you gotta move? There's another rich guy coming in. He wants that seat. These like, I don't know. It might just be me, but I can't stand the people like biting or drinking something, be like I've said it before, but like that is really like, what are you doing? Just shoot. Huh?
Also, we know you're alone.
Yeah, we know you're alone. Nobody else is filming that. You put the camera there and you're like this. Yeah, it's a drink.
Kalani coconut, clarified cranberry, and lime. It was the coconut flavor that really made the drink a success.
Do it
tied
again.
everything
Wow.
together and was well balanced.
Yeah. That's what that tastes like. This is my third sip. Fucking jeez, let's do that again.
That
go.
really made the drink a success. It tied everything together and was well balanced. First up, in terms of food, was the bread.
It's $10. Give me $10 for 4 slices of bread, right?
It came with monogrammed Louis Vuitton butter.
Oh, there we go. Mm-hmm.
The bread by itself was alright, but nothing special. The butter, on the other hand, now that was special. It was incredibly smooth, rich, and filled with flavor.
It's butter, dude. Yeah, it's filled with the flavor of butter. That's what I'm saying. These people don't know like how to review shit. They just everything needs like a thing. Like I put the butter on the bread and it was really good. Imagine if you said the butter was sour. You're like, oh.
The brioche soldier was on the mark as well. It was perfectly baked and nice and warm. After finishing the
That's how I like to eat. I go like this. Imagine like you're at the restaurant and you see people with the phones right there and they're like, this fucking cunt. Like I'm a cunt for eating here, but he's a cunt for doing that here.
After finishing, it was on to the main course, the chicken, which even included some tableside preparation. In addition, I got a side of the Paul Mousseline Louis Vuitton, which also included some tableside theatrics. Yeah, I never had what was basically a mashed potato dish.
What did I tell you? It was mashed potatoes. That's $20 mashed potatoes right there, I bet. Fucking idiot. And honestly, I'm not even kidding. I bet you my mashed potatoes are better. I'll tell you this right now. I make bomb mashed potatoes. I'm a very good cook. Can you agree, right? My mashed potatoes are better than that. Way cheaper. And also, I use Kerrygold butter. Okay, it's not room temperature. I put it in the freezer.
Quite like that. It was interesting. First though, I turned to my chicken dish, which included Japanese curry, an heirloom carrot, and jus gras. It was a nice looking plate, although the portion size was a bit small, but that's par for the course with many of these fine dining restaurants.
Why? You should go to the manager and complain. If I got that, and what is he paying that? Like $30? $50? 30 probably? I go to the manager and be like, what is this? What kind of fucking racket do you have here? That is chicken and mashed potatoes and a carrot, and then what the fuck is that? A scallop? I forget what he said. What did he say that was?
Well, the portion chicken dish, which included Japanese curry, an heirloom carrot, and jus gras. It was a nice looking.
The fuck is jus gras? Is this some kind of Jew thing? It's like faux gras, but like for Jews. Or is it like, because faux gras is duck liver that they fatten up the ducks to make the duck liver fatter. Is jus gras where they kidnap Jews and fatten up the Jews so they're Jew livers? Is it like a German meal? No? Okay. You're just not... Okay. I guess that one wasn't funny. Oh, okay. Well, then what the... It's just more chicken? So it's just a bunch of chicken? It's just another piece of chicken? Okay. So then why are you paying that much money for that, dude? What are you doing? You have one fucking carrot, dude. What are they doing with that carrot? Dipping it in fucking gold water?
Plate, although the portion size was a bit small, but that's par for the course with many of these fine dining restaurants. Nevertheless, I was eager to try it.
Here we go.
Now that was a fine chicken dish. The meat was flavorful.
it's like a child wrote it. Now that was a fine chicken dish. You make really good chicken. How much is it? It ain't fucking $30. And you give me more carrots than that. If we're eating carrots, we're eating like 4 carrots at least. Right? Put more carrots on that plate, you dickheads.
Full and moist. Plus the savory and slightly crispy skin was delightful.
Nope, here we go.
For me, it was the Japanese...
Look at that one. He's like, did you see that? That is so weird. Look at this. There we go. Oh my god.
For me, it was
the continuity in the editing is so good. He zooms in. He has like dirty sauce on the side, and then he's like, he puts the camera down. Magic. Editing magic. You need somebody else with you so that we can believe this more. Because really, I know what you're doing to do this, and it's very much like head scratching. We watch this and we're like,
Paired with the chicken, the curry lent the meat a vibrant and slightly sweet flavor that I loved. Also on the plate was what looked to be a sort of chicken roulade, which was very tasty.
yeah, when he gets his food, he's like, and then he cuts it like this, and he's like, he drops his phone in the mashed potatoes. I'm James Andrew eating food. yeah. Well, actually, the camera that he's using, I don't think this is an iPhone. It might be I think he's using a real camera. So it's even more, if he's using a real camera, it's even more clunky because he has this big ass fucking thing. You know what I mean?
It may looked a bit strange, but flavor-wise, it delivered. The texture was interesting. Overall, the creation was much looser than your typical mashed potatoes. At the same time, however, the side was punctuated with various elements.
That's the type of shit that they feed you when you break your jaw. You have to drink you drink your mashed potatoes out of a straw. Dude, I don't want my mashed potatoes to be like watery like that. He's like, the texture was interesting. You mean watery? You mean not mashed potato like? Yeah, that's a sauce. That's a potato sauce. It's Louis Vuitton, so it's good. No, that's potato sauce. You made potato sauce. Good for you, Louis Vuitton. Can I grab a $500,000 handbag? I don't want to get all political. Yes, I do. But like, we are in a society of just like, the haves have so much and the have-nots have like, actually we have iPhones and shit, so we have a good amount. But like, this is insane. The amount of fucking haves the haves have. They have half the haves. There's all the haves in the world. They have half the haves. They have to have it. They have to have half the haves.
Strange creation.
Looks like
but
cum.
It worked. I really enjoyed it, and it paired very nicely with my chicken.
Oh yeah, look at your dirty plate. Why are they all these people show their dirty fucking plate? They should just go to the kitchen with the dishwasher and just show it. Oh, it was really good. There's like dirty dishes everywhere. That one's mine. Here we go. Dessert drinks. Oh boy. I feel like he's gonna get the apple one, but I really think he should get the vanilla one because he's a very vanilla guy. Right? He's like, the vanilla was just like me.
I ended up choosing the hazelnut entremet, which was a beautiful monogram creation with a hazelnut ganache, tender praline, and fleur de sel. The dish was picture perfect, but as I was about to find out, it also delivered on flavor.
Oh. Some for me?
The hazelnut ganache was very pleasant.
When he eats the food, though, I get really like offended. I get confused too, because he goes like this. He's like, and I'm like, and then he eats it. I'm like, whenever I watch him, like 5 times, I'm like, well, it makes me want to bite it. I literally bit my TV the other day because he was eating in front of me. He was gonna hand me some, and I was like,
he's not offering it to you. He's cheersing.
It looks like he's offering it to me, and I believe it. I think he's in my house eating the ganache.
An entremet was a true textural delight. All of the creation's various layers combined equated to be one hell of a satisfying bite.
I don't like how wide he opens his mouth when he eats.
Con still provided great food, and I was taken in by the branding. Like everyone else, I'll definitely be posting about my
he asked the waiter to take a photo of him. He literally went up to can you get a photo of me? Oh boy. Oh man. All right. Well, there you go. I bet you the waiter loved that. Oh yeah, everybody wants a picture at the Louis Vuitton place. It's where vanity goes to jerk off. Empty plate.
After finishing my dessert, it was time for the bill, which totaled to $202.51, but with my tip, I spent almost $240.
How much were those mashed potatoes? It says it right here. Hold on. Oh, he's not even okay, here we go. Okay, the Cocopolitan was $30, so that was a $30 fucking drink. The truffle eggs were $32 for the fucking little egg sauce with the fucking bread. Dog, that is crazy. And then the flour ravioli was $36 for 4 ravioli. The chicken, $41 for 1 carrot, mashed potatoes, and fucking chicken and curry. That's fucking insane. It's chicken. It's the cheapest meat out there, right? Is there any cheaper meat? Frogs, maybe? Duck? No, snails are, I think those are expensive. Because nobody really eats snail anymore. Like in France, when you get snail and stuff, it's like old people eat snail. Young people don't really eat it that much. Unless they're going to the Louis Vuitton store. That little cake was $26. Okay, well, all right. Well, and then he's just showing you how much he spent there. It's 200. None of these people that watch this are going to go eat at this place. All he goes, wow, great. Thanks for showing me. On to the next video.
So that was a good meal. I really enjoyed that. Le Cafe Louis Vuitton is a solid spot. Although I do feel like it was a bit overpriced. If I was at a different restaurant and my food wasn't monogrammed to hell, it would probably be $50 to $60 cheaper. However, at the end of the day, I think Louis Vuitton is giving their customers what they want, and that is a culinary experience immersed within the Louis Vuitton world.
No, what they're giving their customers is mental masturbation. That's all they're giving. They're like, yeah, look at the Louis Vuitton thing. You're like, oh, it's really great. It has the Louis Vuitton logo on it. That's all they're giving them. They're giving them a reason to be like, yeah, well, you know, it has Louis Vuitton logos on it, so it's worth fucking $40 for a goddamn chicken plate. That's insane. And he even says, he's like, it's overpriced. Like, you don't care. The fucking shit I've seen this guy eat, he don't care about the price at all. He goes to so many of these too. Like, he's doing this all the time. Like, how much money do you have to be able to go eat these every day? Is YouTube offsetting the amount of money he makes on YouTube? Can't be offsetting the amount he's spending on this shit right now. There's no fucking way. So we're just going to watch one more video from his reviews. This is fucking great. And we're going to fast forward it to the part that I want you to see.
My appetizer arrived, and I had to go with one of the restaurant's most famous offerings, the French onion soup. It was a good, comforting looking dish, and it tasted that way too.
Okay, we're gonna see some patterns here. I think AI writes this. If not, he's a terrible writer. Because he's like, it was a comforting looking dish, and it tasted that way too. He always has like, it's this, and that as well. And he's gonna say it again here, but this is why I think it's AI, because it's just like, terribly written gobbledygook, getting 2 ideas in one sentence. Like, how do I get 2 ideas in one sentence? You just say and shove it in awkwardly.
The bread gave good body to the soup, while the onions contributed a nice sweetness. Overall, that French onion soup was on the mark, but at the same time, I don't think that it's dramatically better than other versions of the dish served by other restaurants. In that sense, I felt that it was a bit overrated.
He's gonna choke on the cheese, dude. That's what he's like. And then he cut it because he got cheese on his little string cheese on his lip and this fucking oil all over his chin. That I want to see that scene. Can we see the outtakes?
A bit expensive. It had a $21 price tag at lunch and
$21 for French onion soup. You know what French onion soup is? Cheese, butter, and onions. And bread. That's it, dude. Oh my God.
And I enjoyed the appetizer I had on my second visit, which was another French classic, the
Okay, he don't like snails. I've had snail. It's just chewy garlic nonsense. He don't like snails. He had it because it's French.
The little snails were rich, meaty, and flavorful, although it's hard to screw something up when it's drowned in that much garlic butter. I also enjoyed utilizing my bread to soak up that rich, buttery deliciousness. Overall, the escargot was solid. When it came time for the main course of my first visit, that was the point when my experience started to fall apart. I ordered the New York strip steak au poivre, and it was a great looking dish. Unfortunately, that's about the nicest thing I could say for that course, because the second I started cutting into it, I knew that it wasn't gonna be good.
He can't cut it.
To put it frank, that was one of the toughest steaks that I've ever had.
He's still cutting.
It took what felt like a century just to saw off a little bite.
So, like, don't put this up on the internet if you're struggling to cut steak. I don't know why he admitted that. It's steak, dude, even if it's not well done. So, like, even if it was well done, you can cut into it. It's not hard. This man has never used his hands to do anything like manual labor. You know what I mean? He's like, why does it just fall apart? That is fucking crazy that he put that up. I couldn't cut the steak. It's like, oh, I would love to see you try to open a jar of pickles. Right? Do you think he hands it to somebody else? Can you open this? He gets like a Coca-Cola bottle and he can't even use his shirt to open it if it's slippery. Let's watch him try to cut the steak some more. My favorite part of the video. Look at, there he got one.
I was hoping that it would at least taste good, but sadly, it was mediocre at best. Thankfully, the rich au poivre sauce smothering the meat helped a bit, but that was largely a sad and disappointing.
Look at it can't be that hard to cut. It's fucking rare. It's like medium rare. How hard is it to cut a medium rare? It doesn't matter. It's not that tough. Dude, that's medium rare steak. What do you mean? I don't get it. That's crazy, right? Have you ever had a tough steak? The tough steak, you like this, oh. And then what, like 15 seconds, 10 seconds, it's cut? He's like, it took me 45 seconds to even slice into it.
Well, it's also like an art to like knowing how to cut a steak, right? Like you have
yeah,
to, like with the grain.
What part to cut and stuff. He don't know how to do that. He's never cooked a steak. And that's his review. It's not that good. What, because you couldn't cut a steak? You don't have fucking wrists? You know what I mean? We'll see. He fucking uses his wrists. Foreshadowing. He should be able to cut that steak. I just wanted you guys to see him cutting the steak because that's pretty funny. You can't cut a steak, okay? All right.
In fact, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, the $26 New York strip that I recently had at Longhorn Steakhouse was considerably better than the piece of meat I had at Balthazar.
That's what I was saying, is that you can go to like Longhorn or something like that. Like that's a chain. Even then, steakhouses that are like local steakhouses will sell you like a ribeye, like a massive fucking ribeye with like really good cooked vegetables and shit. For like $30, $36 at most. You know what I mean? Fucking filet mignon with like potatoes and carrots and shit, like $40, $45. Perfectly cooked. I just don't think he can cut a steak. I think that's it.
There were also fries, which I did enjoy.
Oh, he's going to show you how he eats a fry.
They had good flavor and proved to be a nice distraction from the steak.
Did you see the clip? It's like this.
The spinach was nicely seasoned and just plain delicious. However, when the side of spinach is the best part of a steak au poivre, that's a problem.
Do you think he had trouble cutting the spinach?
But at least I had some good.
Look, here we go. He's cutting it again. And he's like, what is this? Is this a steak? Wow.
So today's lunch was much better than my first one, but even my first...
Here we go. He's wearing parasol glasses. See that? Hold on. This is why I put my glasses on today, but I got them too. Where'd you get yours, James Andrew? You probably got it in New York. I got mine on Rodeo Drive. I don't want to tell anybody that. I don't go to Rodeo Drive. I was just like being retarded with my money.
Overall, I like Balthazar. It's a place that I will definitely go back to, but I also don't think it's perfect. I do think the restaurant is a bit overpriced, and I also think there are better...
So the restaurant is a bit overpriced, like all the fucking restaurants you've been covering on your goddamn channel? Like we're in like a situation in the US where like everything is so overly crazy expensive. You know what I mean? And then you're like promoting these fucking like thieves, these food thieves. Oh yeah, because I clicked on 2 James Andrew videos. Now I'm getting caviar. You know what I mean? What mobsters really ate? What are we doing? What kind of algorithm is he setting up? So videos, they're gonna go to oldest. Okay, look at the quality. The differences when he first started, which is fine. But he's trying to make it like my favorite type of YouTube is like what YouTube used to be, where it's just people with their cameras just doing stuff, low quality nonsense. But when you try to do high, in quotations, high quality, very overly produced shit, if it's not good, I get to make fun of you. You know what I mean? Because to me, you're kind of clogging up YouTube a little bit. So we're going to go and see what he used to do. This is about 5 years ago. This is kind of when he first started. And he's going to go eat a burger. He learned later on that he should do the, because nobody really wants to eat like regular food that people, I almost said mediocre, but like regular burgers and stuff, right? There's plenty of people that'll do that, but he'll go to the Michelin star restaurants that serve you tiny plates. And that's what's getting him the views now.
Joe Jr. is a classic New York City diner in the Gramercy Park neighborhood that's been around for decades. Like most diners, Joe Jr. has a lengthy and expansive menu, but I was there for the burger, which has garnered a great deal of praise from numerous publications. I got the deluxe version of the bacon cheeseburger, which comes with lettuce, tomatoes, coleslaw, and a pickle with a side of fries.
I don't know. I'm wondering if he goes to the restaurant and says, I'm actually a YouTuber and stuff, and I'll be reviewing it. So a lot of people, and he's probably, I bet you he's trying to get free food, some of these places. 100%. There was one place that we found that he did get free food. Still doing it. He's still doing it. He's like, but now he knows to have the camera right in front of you and go. And you're like, he's trying to pretend like he's feeding you, so you're part of the group too. You're at the table with him. Right here, you're at the table with him. You're like looking up at him at the side. That's the angle I'm getting. He figured out, oh, we want the person to be right in front of me, like usual. But this one, here you're a fly on the fucking trying to get his food, and you're looking at the food, and he's looking at you like you're not having any. And the other one, you're a friend across from him. Here, you're just a little bug trying to get food and puke on it so you can eat it. That's what bugs do. They puke on your food, and then they eat it. That's what flies do.
Really good burger. Perfectly cooked, medium rare. Love it.
Oh, yeah, he has the fucking buzz sound. It's like, bro, don't, like, it's like when you're trying to do, like, high quality, don't release this video. If you listen to this in the editing, it's probably, like, sitting there like, fuck, how do I get rid of that fucking buzz? Listen to this. I apologize too. I didn't do this buzz, and I can't get rid of it, and I don't want to. It's part of the video, part of the experience. Listen to this.
Really good burger. Perfectly cooked, medium rare. Love it.
There we go. Look at this half-eaten burger that he's showing you. Look at that. Delicious. Fucking teeth marks in it.
Patty is griddled and made of fresh beef chuck. It has a wonderful char on the outside, but remains incredibly juicy with a good meat-to-bun ratio.
Incredibly juicy. Don't I? There's all these people say it's juicy, it's tender. The texture.
The burger is really simple, but it's really good. Everything's done just right.
It sounds like my fucking tinnitus when I try to go to sleep without sound. I need to have like white noise or something because I have tinnitus. It sounds like my tinnitus. Is this specifically for me to torture me? This is a frequency that I can't hear anymore because I listened to this on headphones once.
The fries are really good too. Soft on the inside, crispy on the outside, perfectly salted.
Dude, he must have went in the editing bay when he's doing this. Like, fuck, again. What happened? Is that the camera doing that? It has to be the camera or something like that. He's doing the onboard microphone from it. I don't know, did he drop his fucking phone and like the drink he's trying to show off or something like that? He did. He dropped it. When I said earlier, he dropped his phone in the mashed potatoes. He did, and it makes that sound now. He had to get a new phone.
Really enjoying myself right now. This is such old school New York.
Do the comments even point this out at all? Like that this is horrendous sounding? Wow, it really is affordable. Love Joe Jr. Old school. Okay. Okay, so nobody's talking about this in the comments. I have to leave a comment here. 10122. The high pitched sound on the onboard mic made my dog in the I can't type. Other room bark so much that my landlord told me that I have to get rid of it. I pay $200 extra a month for my pet tax, and now I have to put Sparky up for adoption. Thanks, James Andrews. There we go. Now I'm the only one talking about it. Right here. Oh, he's gonna read this comment.
Like right now.
Is he gonna see my channel? Oh no. Okay, well, that's that. There was another video where you did the high pitch frequency too. What was that one? The Krispy Kreme? He couldn't figure this out. This was a thing for him. He he was battling this for a while. YouTube free, copyright free stock music. That one. Listen. Oh yeah, I was walking around after watching this. I was walking around and be like, and she fucking was mad at me after a while because it's stuck in her head too.
Fortunately today I have a reservation, so it's off to get some donuts now.
It's like so like epic, the music. And you're going to Krispy Kreme getting donuts, dog. They're not even that good. I'll say it. They're whatever, dude. You go to a classic donut shop down the street, it's gonna be better than that Krispy Kreme.
No one is showing up just to buy a single glazed donut. But soon enough, I was at the front of the line and making my purchases.
Just went to the new Krispy Kreme, got a few things for takeout, including the big candy apple donut.
What is that? Like, how was it not on the other parts of the video and then it was this video? What did he do? What is that? Here, listen to this.
Very nice box. $11. This is like the most expensive donut I ever bought, and it came from Krispy Kreme. Now, it's a real good-looking donut, that's for sure. But is it worth $11? We'll find out.
All right, well, that's that. This is insane. Anyway, that's the. I just wanted to show you that. That was fucked up. We can probably go through the whole thing, and there's a bunch of videos where that fucking sound comes in. He's just at the editing bay. Fuck, it happened again. Don't worry, I have to put. Like, why would you put it up? You know it's bad. You know that's gonna be like very annoying, and people are gonna be like, but like you have to. You don't have to put that up. Do you have to show us Krispy Kreme? Do we need to see Krispy Kreme that bad that we need to fucking have our ears bleed? So he lives in NYC, very expensive place. Probably, I think, the most expensive place in the US is either that or Los Angeles.
So this is my New York City apartment located in the neighborhood of Astoria, Queens, and I pay $1,460 a month for this space. For the most part, I do really enjoy living here. Now, I do have some complaints, but I'll get into those later. First off, a few basics. I share this apartment with 3 roommates. Luckily, I currently like all of them. The second thing is that this is a furnished apartment. Nearly all the furniture in here isn't mine, but it's included with my monthly rent.
Dude, so the utilities are fucking included? That's got to be an expensive ass place, like all together. 3 other roommates, $1,400. Whoever like secured that spot is fucking insanely rich to be able to secure that just in case, because it's gonna be like, we can't get a roommate for a while. You know what I mean? So you have to pay that.
Electricity, utilities, Wi-Fi, AC rental is all included with what I pay for each month. Plus, there's a weekly cleaning service that comes in once a week to maintain the common areas of this apartment.
They have a cleaner. Okay, James Andrew. What do you do for work, James Andrew? Is he some like doing like sales or marketing or some shit?
And me and my roommates are provided with free hand washing soap, dishwashing soap, sponges, and toilet paper. Now, one could easily find a more affordable shared apartment, but the convenience factor is pretty nice. Now, size-wise, I think that this is a pretty adequate space. I can easily move around. I feel pretty comfortable in here. One of my favorite features of this room is this big window behind me. It lets in a ton of natural lighting, which I just love.
It's shot, dude. He puts the camera. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's like actually like crazy. That's crazy. That's some crazy stuff. I think he's doing like women's YouTube. Like, we'll see it. He follows a lot of women YouTubers who are like vloggers, and he just does what they do. And it's like, yeah, because they're women and they do the woman thing there. And he doesn't know like how to do. No, he's like, yeah, I do that, right? It's like, no, we make fun of the women for doing that too. But now you're a guy doing it, and it's extra goofy.
Such an important factor for my mood.
So this is not where the magic happens. That's where the magic happens.
Yeah, I think we kind of guessed that. I don't know about that much magic happening in that bed. We've seen the content. I don't know if they're like, yeah. Oh God, what is he? Who is that? Is that Margot Robbie? He has a picture of Margot Robbie? Man, dude, he's like kind of a gooner, huh? He like goons it up. There, magic is happening on that bed, but it ain't the magic that we would assume. No, we would assume it. He's gooning.
I mostly work from home.
Yeah, we figured. Yeah, you can't cut a steak. Obviously, you work at home. You know what I mean? Has he ever? I used to be a masonry person. No, you didn't. Has he ever shoveled snow? He can't cut a steak. I don't think you can shovel snow.
That apartment probably doesn't.
Oh yeah, the apartment. Yeah, they give you free toilet paper. Obviously, they shovel the snow for him. Yeah, they give him used toilet paper. That was my apartment. I had a really bad apartment. My landlord would come in and give me used toilet paper, and I was like, my house stank. It stank so bad, and I told him to stop bringing it. I was like, I can go buy my own. He's like, nope, and he insisted.
So my drawing of Margot Robbie. I love Margot Robbie, and the drawing I felt turned out pretty good. One of the other problems with having a small space like this is that I just don't have the room to display the other artworks that I've made, like my drawing of Dakota Johnson, or my most recent drawing, the one I completed.
What is he doing? He is gooner. He's a gooner. We'll see. We'll go through his subscriptions. He's gooning. He saw Titanic, and he was like, I want to fucking do that one day. I want to convince some girl to have me draw her nude. Right? He's not a bad artist, I have to say. That's if he really is doing that. That's my question. But if he is, he ain't bad. You know what I mean? You gotta give credit where credit is due. It's pretty good. If he is doing it. Like, I don't believe anything anybody does on the internet. You can trust me, though. No, because that's photorealistic. That's why, like, I James Andrew, show us a video of you drawing those from scratch. That's what I want to see. Look at this. He got the side boob in there. You see that? Look at this. The Jessica Chastain's fucking side boob. He had to get that in there too. He's like, this is a good one. He like has it on his ceiling. He tapes it up to his ceiling, and then he hopes that the tape falls off a little bit so it can land on him slowly when it falls off the ceiling. And then he goons. He's a gooner. I'm saying that. You know what I mean? But whatever.
I'm really proud of the artwork I've produced. I just wish I had more space so I can hang it up and really give my room some more personality.
So he can be surrounded by women that he draws. That's weird, dude. If like women came in and they're just like, why do you have a picture of Margot Robbie? I love Margot Robbie. What part of Margot Robbie? Like, you know what I mean? Does he go see all the Margot Robbie movies? I don't think so. I think he just thinks she's hot. Also, Wolf of Wall Street probably got him into Margot Robbie because he probably loves that movie, right? Probably thinks that's the best movie and didn't understand what the point of that movie was. That's what made him move to New York. Yeah, he's like, I'm going to be like that guy. It's like, don't be like that guy.
But I do keep my own coffee cups. Now, when I travel and when it comes to souvenirs, coffee cups are one of my favorite things to purchase, not just because I love coffee, but it can serve as a daily reminder of my trip. For instance, when I drink coffee out of this mug that I got in Marrakesh, Morocco, will obviously remind me of the time that I went to Morocco.
Whoa, hold on though. Didn't he say he loves coffee, right? Doesn't he have a Keurig machine in there? He don't love coffee, he has a Keurig machine. He likes burnt plastic. Okay, so that right there, we found out it's most likely a Starbucks cup. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it says it right here. It's the exact cup. It's a
And the other one that's like close to his arm, that's also a Starbucks.
That's a So he goes and collects Starbucks cups, the mugs. No, yeah, he's going to Starbucks. You're not really trying the coffee of the place. And also, like, yeah, man, across the planet and shit like that, if you go to like certain places in like Europe and shit like that, like Italy and stuff like that, all those, you get bomb fucking coffee there. Portugal has bomb coffee. He's going to Starbucks. So it's going to taste just like it is here, no matter where you go.
But that's the one thing I'm really old school about. I love physical copies of books. To me, books are like trophies of knowledge and experience.
When I see all the books that I've read, I see all the knowledge that I've consumed from them, all the experiences that I've taken from them that are now in my mind. They are a part of me. Although not everything I read is clearly a pillar of knowledge.
Oh boy. Oh, here's a Gooner book. Gooning around with James Andrew. That's what this show should be called. Lawrence Block getting off. Oh yeah, you like that one, huh? Look at the knife is right in between her ass. Holy shit. Can I even show that on YouTube? I don't think I can even show this cover, dude. That's like the bathroom book that you walk into a woman's bathroom and it's just like a centaur guy with the fucking, and it's like just smut. You know what I mean? And then you go take a shower and they're fucking, you're like, can I take a shower? You're like, yeah, and you see that book there and all of a sudden you turn on the shower and it just fucking blasts you and you're like, okay, you have a hand shower head and it's on full masturbation mode. That's that book.
Over here is a light box. It's like a little mini studio where I can turn on a light, there's a white background, everything's very well lit, and I can do product photography, stock photography, stuff for work, and even with these videos. Basically, when you put something in there, it just looks great.
I should get one of those for my fucking dick. Just put like, that's what every guy who's sending dick pics, I don't send dick pics, I think that's retarded. But every guy that sends dick pics, they should get a light box. Put it in there, take it, just fucking take the dick and move it around. He just put the food in there? It's gonna get cold. That box probably smelled like shit afterwards. Oh boy. How much food have you put in that box?
And right over here, right by my bed, are the
Yeah, he does do Keurig cups. Dude, you don't like coffee. That's crazy, dude. You just put the extra effort in and just make a nice cup of coffee.
One other interesting thing is that there's actually shelving behind these mirrors. It's a little embarrassing. I've lived in this apartment for over a year, and I just discovered that secret about the mirror. It's not like a traditional medicine cabinet where it sticks out. The mirror is flush with the wall, so it was quite a surprise the other day when I figured it out.
None of your roommates told you that opens up when they showed you the place? Yeah, he's like, I get along with them. They didn't tell you the fucking mirror opens in the bathrooms. It doesn't sound like they get along with you that well. When you get the apartment, they should have showed you. Yeah, it opens up. That's extra space that you're paying for. They should be showing that to you.
So this is the kitchen. It's pretty good, solid, modern appliances, spacious, and I pretty much do no cooking in here, except when it involves the microwave.
You review food. You can't. You can't do that. That's crazy. I don't do any cooking here. You don't cook at all? You live there for a year? You don't cook? Why would I take your opinion on $200 food if you can't even cook $20 food? That's nuts, dude. Dude, how much like YouTubers are out there that like review food and they don't even cook? It's like the same thing with movies. It's like you could say, well, like good movie and music reviewers don't make movies. Yes, they do. I'm not watching a movie reviewer who hasn't made their own film. You know what I mean? I'm not listening to a fucking terrible music reviewer like Anthony Fucktano who makes shit music, god-awful shit music. Listen to his band. It's bad. And like, I'm not going to take his music opinion. Yeah, if you don't know how to play video games, you can't review a video. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
You would think, considering how much I love food, that I would love cooking just as much. Nope, couldn't be further from the truth. My main priority here is to make quick and easy, fast food so I can get straight back to working. When I work, I make money. That way I have funds to spend on more competent individuals that can actually cook instead of struggling myself to figure it out.
It's not hard. Cooking is one of the easiest things you could ever do. Dude, it's literally, the joke is it's a recipe. You follow it step by step, dude. I don't even follow recipes anymore. I literally just like I don't think I've ever followed recipes. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, let me try this. But like, you just eye it. After a certain point, you can just be like, yeah. They're like, hey, put this many milligrams of this in. No, I just eye it.
It's definitely nice to sit back.
James, this is girl content. This is really girl content, dude. I like him. Like, okay, first of all, let's just put this out here. I have no problem with this guy doing this at all, right? But this is funny. This is like a chick. He watches girl YouTubers and he's like, that's how you do it. He only watches girl YouTubers, I bet. Because he's a gooner. He's a bit of a gooner, I would say. And aren't we all? Right? Am I alone on that? I watch wrestling and I goon to wrestling. Two guys sweaty enough to fight. UFC, everybody that watches UFC are gooners. They just want to see two sweaty guys grapple with each other, right?
And relax in cozy chairs with the book.
But he ain't even reading. You can see how his eyes move. Look at this.
It's definitely nice to sit back
He's just
and relax.
staring. He went from one page to the other. Is that how do you, can you read like that? Like, what language is it in? Where one half of the sentence is on the other page? Yeah, well, he has to have his fucking nice fancy watch out.
With the book while the light pours in from the windows. However, it is a communal area, so my roommates can come in at any time.
So let's do a helicopter view of what these scenes were. He set up the camera. And he grabbed the book, sat down. And then he closed the book and grabbed it and just watched it. And then he goes in another room, sets it up. And then he closes it, gets up, and takes the camera. That's what that was. That is funny. It's girl YouTube.
When I want to take it easy with a measure of privacy, I retreat to my room.
Oh, remember
place a
those? That's from the 90s. My grandmother had one of those. I remember sitting there, I was like, this sucks, actually. Can't play video games like that. You're like, try to get the controller. These don't work.
Which allows me to lounge with comfort while I read or watch something on Netflix.
Oh yeah, perfect scene.
It's like a commercial.
That's insane. That's really fucking crazy that you did that, dude. This is girl YouTube. It's not even, this is worse than girl YouTube, like those scenes there. You're like, come on, man, don't do that.
Whatever you're watching.
It'd be better if you did it candid, too. You could do that candid. You should take it a bit. I'm gonna read and I'll film like 10 hours of me reading or whatever. Well, nobody reads for 10 hours, but you know what I mean? 45 minutes, and then you're just kind of like this. But really, usually you're not gonna be sitting like that. You're gonna be like, you know what I mean? But nobody wants to see themselves read because you actually look like a weirdo. What does it look like outside? It's just a homeless guy being like, nah, peeing on the fuck. It's New York, dude. It ain't gonna look beautiful out there. It's gonna be like fucking homeless people out there humping trash cans. You know what I mean?
So this apartment even has a balcony, although it's more like a window that you can walk out of.
He's on the balcony. Somebody can see him from there. He's like on the balcony. I think the decentralization of entertainment has like broken a lot of people. It's like so performative that it's like, it's now weird. This is like what aliens, like it's like aliens watching us as humans. And we're like, that's what they do? And they don't. We don't do that. Yeah, that was a fucking, that's the most natural walking. Right here. 1, 2. He set up the camera and then ran back inside yeah. And then opened the door and then closed it and then he went to go pick up the camera again. It's even goofy when people do it for like documentaries and stuff like that where they open the door. It's already goofy there. This is even goofier.
So the building even has a rooftop deck, although I hardly ever come up here. I mean, there's really nothing up here, and the view is mediocre, but it still has a rooftop deck.
Jesus Christ, dude. What is this, dude? Is this an album cover? What the fuck is happening, dude? So this one is called Living in Astoria, Queens, NYC, A Day in the Life.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm waking up about 2 hours earlier than I usually do, just so that it appears I'm more productive and that I have my life more together than it actually is. With that being said, it's time to get this day started. Starts with a run.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He set that camera? Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. What the fuck? He's just setting up the camera, running past it, and then going and picking up the camera again, setting it down and running past it again. Imagine people on the street seeing that. They're like, what a fucking weirdo. Oh no. All right. First of all, what are you doing here? Yeah.
If he just came back from his run.
Right. He's like out of breath. He's like, you set up the camera, went outside, and then walked in. You're like, bro, I don't even believe that you ran now. I think you sprayed yourself down with water because that was just camera trickery. This is woman's YouTube. Female YouTube right here, everybody. This is...
We'd love to see like a woman walk in all like sweaty.
Yeah, if you see like a woman come in all sweaty and stuff, you're like, yeah, that's fine. When you see a guy come in all sweaty, you're like, you set up that camera. With a woman, for some reason, you're just like, women do this.
Did a nice, short, quick run, 5K.
I don't think you did 5K. It probably was 5K with all the walking over to fucking set up the camera and then walking back. Maybe it equals 5K after all the... How many shots did he get? He probably got like 50. Just jerked off for 5 hours.
Right now, though, I need to take a shower because I'm hot, sweaty, and I smell like shit.
What are we watching right now? Oh, that ain't good coffee. That's chock full of nuts. That's like one of the worst coffees ever. It's like Pete's coffee. It's worse than Pete's coffees. This shit, and it's in a Keurig, so you're getting plastic. It's chock full of plastic.
Eat a bag of Cheez-Its. This is only because I ran out of milk for my cereal.
You put that in the light box to get the Cheez-Its. Has anybody ever put Cheez-Its in a light box before? Comment down below if you've ever put Cheez-Its in a light box to get a shot of a bag of Cheez-Its. Jesus Christ.
I'll have to make do. Besides, the coffee is the important thing.
He's eating Cheez-Its for breakfast? Yeah, Cheez-Its and coffee? That's like toothpaste and orange juice. I don't trust this guy's food reviews at all. If he's eating Cheez-Its in the morning with a coffee, you're like, your taste palette is fucked.
It's later, but it is Monday. It's a work day. It's time to get to it.
Oh, we're just watching him work. He's just Googling porn. His Google search history is just Margot Robbie nude, Jessica Chastain nude. Okay, so that was a day in the life. Now we're gonna check out the subscriptions of the channels that he subscribes to, because I don't think he knows that his subscriptions are public. If you have a YouTube channel, hide your subscriptions. You can, or just make sure you know who you're subscribed to on that account. God damn. So iHandy, we find on his subscriptions page on the TV. I don't know why the TV fucking showed us this. iHandy, where how to get sexy. This is Gooner content. This is total Gooner content. I don't think he knows that people can see this on the television, that like you're subscribed to this. Megan on the beach. They teach you how to do things. A lazy day in bed with Megan. Oh, Julia's on a bike. See that? Just riding down the street. Okay, how to tie a tie with Ashley. Ashley's going to teach you how to do a Windsor knot. Windsor knot is this. How to make chocolate-covered strawberries with Devin. Devin, how do we make chocolate-covered strawberries?
Day.
Oh yeah.
Devin is here to show you how to make
just lounging around. Dude, you could see her bush. This is actual porn. I don't think I can show this.
For that special someone.
Oh, there's no bush. I can tell there's no bush, actually.
Fill a pot with water and place onto a stove. Bring the flame to a medium level of heat. Fill a heat...
This bitch don't know how to cook. This girl doesn't actually know how to cook at all.
Proof bowl with dark
chocolate. How do you melt chocolate and then dip them in strawberries? This is not cooking. He doesn't know this is out there in the public that he's subscribed to this. This is wacky. Anyway, I think that's it. So what did we learn today? How do we feel about this? It's pretty funny, very goofy, but it's not hurting anybody. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. But like you don't know that he's subscribed to that iHandy. That's pretty. James, you got to make your subscriptions private, dude. I don't know what else is in there. We didn't go through all of it. There's a lot of women YouTubers though. That's make your subscriptions private. But that's that, right? This was a big waste of time again. Thanks for watching, and happy gooning.